what's wrong. Like we used to live in communities. Now we live in the hood.
Nobody stick together no more.
No,
Nobody stick together at all. That's why I guess that's why I don't be around. In all honesty.
Yeah.
When we recording. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
We said we keep it organic.
Keep it real organic, real genuine. Yeah,
No,
but
for sure.
no, I feel you. I feel y'all on that one. Like, I feel like the strength of numbers line is real. Like, if there was that togetherness and more people came together and helped one another, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type of thing.
Yeah.
I think we could see a lot more progress than we're seeing now. And we're seeing progress as is, but I feel like you'll see more growth if and the right people came together. And I'm big on the right people. Like, you ain't gotta work with anybody
No, for
and
sure.
everybody.
And that's what I be even telling people what, like, music, we don't gotta collab.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
You don't have to collab. I could just help you.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that know people. If you know people that know people, even stuff like this, like coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
I get it. I guess it is collaboration, but in a sense, like, y'all's not doing nothing that has to do with my craft. And in a sense, if I'm not in the podcast world,
yeah,
we're not doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's still aligns.
It still aligns.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And like you said, the artist aspect is you don't have to work together. You don't have to collab.
We do not.
And there's other ways to work together.
Yeah.
Like you said, sharing. And I'm glad and I'm happy you said that. I was wondering if you're one of those who is open to sharing the resources and what you know and your
Absolutely.
knowledge of the game.
That's kind of, I would say that's a part of my brand.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm big on that.
yeah, given
And that's why I do have to be back outside.
Yeah.
I thought it was easier for me to isolate, but I'm realizing, like, a part of my purpose is aligned with helping people. That's who I am.
When did you realize that?
That's who I was as a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing on my mental health journey that me getting out of this is me living in my purpose. And I don't feel fulfilled unless I'm helping others, in a sense. But I guess, like, when I was a kid, I had an organization called Newbie Queen 17. And I had, like, over almost 100 girls
I remember
in my collective. And we would just do shoots, and not even just shoots. We would just meet up in, like, Starbucks. Literally Starbucks, and just talk.
Wow.
And it's like just helping those girls. If you see a lot of the girls who are in Newbie now, they're different people. They're just evolving. I think it came with sisterhood, and it came with finding confidence through other people validating you, in a sense. I feel like a lot of people act like validation isn't a thing, but that's a major factor too. Just having someone who you think has credentials, in a sense, telling you you're worth it or you're on the right path. And I think that bringing people in the same room, you get multiple people to tell you that, in a sense. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I realized that a long time ago. To answer your question, I'm just getting back. Trying to come outside.
It's good to have you back. It's definitely good to have you back. Want to intro the pod? We ain't even introduced, so I mean.
I'm all on your hip, bro. My bad.
No,
I thought
fine.
you was gonna come join us. That's why.
Oh no, I stay. Yeah, I'm trying to remove myself more from being on camera, more behind. I'm not really that person to say.
And
Like-
I'm really not that person either, but he just finesse. It's like it's like he called shotgun. Like he got to the front seat first.
So you guys have, like, a vision, in a sense, but y'all's the only ones that can execute it. So somebody got to do it.
Yeah, somebody got it. Yeah, exactly. And we're capable of doing it. It's just more of a how do I want to state? 'Cause I'm comfortable on camera. I'm comfortable being in the limelight. I don't mind any of that.
Yeah.
But I am more of I'm more in the mind state now where I'm at is where I just want to just focus and hone in on the craft itself.
Okay.
And so I'm learning, and I always said about myself that I wasn't a creative person, but I'm learning that I'm creative in different ways and I'm learning how to express myself in different ways. And one of the ways now is just like the whole production aspect, from video to music to all of that is now something that I'm learning. So that's something that I'm more focusing on. Like being on camera is a whole different thing.
You're a visionary.
You have a personality, all that. Like you said, visionary.
I get it. It's important to know where you stand too. Everybody try to play every role.
Exactly.
I'm realizing I'm just the artist though. My bad, I ain't mean to cut you off. But I'm realizing that like I'm just this. I don't like that. Really?
So why just artists?
Not just this.
What? Yeah, I know what you mean by.
But this is where I excel. This is my purpose. Like genuinely, like, and I think I fought it for so long, and I try to be the background, and I try to do the other. It sounds crazy and cocky, but I'm like the star. Like it's like I'm the front liner. Like, and it's like we're in a space where everybody wants to be the front liner, and it's like I still need people behind me. Like that to be with me and to shine. That don't mean you gotta be this.
You can still shine in your own way.
You're absolutely shining, and people just I don't know, but it takes a lot for me. I've been trying to remove myself from my ego, and I had to figure out it's like, is that me being in my ego, thinking I'm like the superstar, like the superstar being front face? Or do I need to chill out?
I wouldn't
and play
say
the
that
back?
Because me personally, from just growing up, before I knew you, I knew of you, and you always been who you are now, which is a dope artist. So
I appreciate that.
Like, I feel like you just gotta really walk in those shoes.
It's a lot of responsibility too, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of. This is why I'm getting back outside, because a lot of people are doing this, not realizing the amount of responsibility. They're just doing it. And they're doing it for likes or for social media, and it's like it's way more than that.
That's like what I've been saying, bro. From Paid in Full, and Rico's like, everybody want to be the man just cause.
No, real shit. And there's a lot not gonna be the man. Like,
for real.
It's like you gotta be on point at all times. Like just little stuff, like getting ready for this podcast. I realized, like, dang, I need to get back on my stuff. I gotta stay ready, so I gotta get ready.
And he knows now. That's another thing that I'm big on is the professional aspect of it. Being like, we're just getting started out, but it's your first impression is everything on anybody. So we just starting out now, but 5 years, 3 years, 2 years from now, we could be in a lot, the different space. And we want to keep this relationship that we create with these artists and these. So that first impression is everything. So like when we say a time, we try to stick to that time, that date. When we schedule stuff, we try to stick to the schedule and try our best with communicating and responding on time and making sure everything is done in a timely manner. Just so, you get I see a lot and I'm not big on Facebook. I don't even got the app. Whenever I am on Facebook, it's through Safari or whatever. But I'll randomly see like people bashing a black business or something like that on that end, and I don't try to think too much into it. But I don't never want to give a person a reason to. And some of the stuff I do understand. But you know what I mean? So it's like simple things like communicating and being on time, or sticking to that time that we said we were going to be here on. I don't mind if an artist is late. Now I like when artists communicate.
I was about to say.
I love when the artist communicates.
We gotta get that in order too, because I do hair, so it's just the communication aspect. It's like we're human. So you might be late, but just tell me why you're late.
Just let me know.
But also, this is the part of me where it's like, I'm the artist, but don't be so cocky in being the artist to where you don't care for others. That's what happened before.
That's like the story of Beyonce when she recorded. I've been playing that song all
and she recorded it in 15 minutes, and I can't think of the name right now. Sweet Dreams and Beautiful Night.
So Rico Love, he wrote it in the studio, and it was like they're playing Beyonce and Jay-Z's plane kept rerouting because it was a storm, so they ended up getting in late. But Beyonce still showed up to the studio, like she came and was like, I just want to show my face because y'all been waiting all day. So you're the artist, but communicate or don't be so into the ego aspect of it. You know,
artist doesn't mean most important.
Because the artist,
that's your role.
That's right. You need a team, and a lot of stuff make a lot of stuff make this
I've been going crazy because I don't have a team.
Yeah.
Artist doesn't mean most important. And I wish more people understood that. Like I said, it's just your role. That's all. I need you as much as you need me.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I tried to tell you, like, nah, bro, I'm gonna be a little more late now with my joint.
And we appreciated that, and we understood. So I mean, exactly.
I'm showing the facts. So don't think I'm not gonna lie, I'm a procrastinator, and I be running late though. So I'm working on that.
Nah. That's him.
It's hard. I think times it don't be about nobody else. This is who I've been since a kid, and as I'm becoming an adult, I'm realizing like, okay, the world doesn't revolve around me. Time don't wait on nobody.
I understand. My concept of time is like misconstrued.
Mine too. Absolutely. I'm up until 3-4 in the morning every night.
Really?
Yeah, I just think I have time. I go out, like I do the whole day.
Time is an illusion anyway.
It is. It is.
Time is just something man created for us to better comprehend what's going on.
Absolutely.
But really, like, past, present, and future is not 3 separate times. It's all happening all at once.
But
that's another.
That's stuff that gets you shadow banned on YouTube. That's stuff that they don't want people to know. I'm telling you.
Already written.
I'm telling you. But
that's my favorite Nas album, by the way. And I got my Nas shirt on.
Okay.
Nas.
I was like watching y'all. Y'all was very tapped in.
Oh yeah.
Y'all more tapped in than me.
Nah.
No, for sure.
Nah, I don't know about that. Like we tapped in, but
no,
we could be more. Like we still learning. You know what I mean?
Me too. But y'all's tapped in. Give yourself some credit. I was just watching a snippet or something. I said, oh shit, they know the albums and the album names and.
But that's why like we don't do this for the likes and the comments and all that.
We do this because this is what we've been doing for years.
Without the video, without audio, without any of that, we just sitting around talking. This is what we talk about. This is the stuff we know and we actually like. So you know, and when you do and chase what you like and it's like genuine, all the other stuff, that stuff follow. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Finding your purpose. Like, how important is that to you? Finding your purpose. Do you think you found your purpose yet? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think
like, how important is that, finding that?
I think it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah.
I think living in your purpose is equal in a sense to winning. Like everybody wants to win. I think that's how you win.
That's real.
Living your purpose. And I don't mean just like in your career or in, I guess, in the career. Do it everywhere, with your family, with your friends, with strangers. Like, be you, but be purposeful. Like, I think a part of my purpose is to spread love. So I'm a genuinely kind person. And people misconstrue that. They think I am in a sense, I have turned into like a people pleaser a little bit, but it's more purposeful. I'm on a mission to love unconditionally.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind.
Yeah. And so how kind kind are you? Because I'm one of those people that I'm kind, but you got one time. Yeah, you got one time.
I'm not one time though.
Okay, so how many?
I'm very gracious.
Really?
And I've been dissecting this. I want to start a podcast myself because I gotta talk about this shit. But me and my clients been trying to dissect it, and like I said, that's why people will say I'm a people pleaser. But I'm just very gracious because I understand shit.
Yeah.
I understand people. We're human. I fucked up a lot. But when I think about why I fucked up, there were reasons. So anytime someone else fucks up, I assume there's a reason. And I'm more worried about the deeper, like I'm more worried about why you fucked up than how you fucked up. And that's what kind of person I am. So it's like, yeah, you can fuck me over once. We just gotta have a conversation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I'm that type of person. Let's dissect it. Like, what's up? Like,
and
what happened?
That's another level of growth and like maturity and adulthood that I have yet to tap into.
I don't know if it's momhood.
That could be a factor.
But I have to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't shun my son once he does something bad once.
Yeah.
All right, I'm dealing with something right. My son started hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because I've been tapping his little legs.
Oh.
But
How old is he?
realizing he's 2.
2, okay.
And I'm realizing it's just a reactionary thing.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how I think of people.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened to them and they're just reacting, and some people just stay in the reaction until they feel comfortable again.
Yep.
So it's like
you can't tell a person how to react to a situation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
So it's like that's why I do understand in certain situations that I don't hold people at fault, because especially if I know the type of person I am and I know how I can get and how I can be in the wrong. So I can't be in the wrong myself and then get mad at how they react towards me. You know, being, me just being me, caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
And now I would say I always have a reason to be caught up in the moment. I just take things too far. I will say that. So
I was about to say, I agree with you to an extent of you can't tell someone how to react. I don't think you could tell anyone how to react, but I think you could hold them accountable
for
to something else. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm working on this. My man might watch this and start feeling like I'm on here live. He gonna be like, girl. But like, I hold others I hold others to what I hold myself accountable to.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's important for people to get around people, because sometimes you need a person. Not that I'm the greatest person, but you need people like that around you that hold you accountable to something greater. So it's like, yeah, you might spaz out all the time, but like, you gotta bring that shit down. So you have people around you that can hold you accountable?
Like, do you have that? Yeah. My guy holds me accountable. My big sister, they hold me accountable. Yeah, we're all kind of on this journey. So is there anybody that you listen to? There's not a lot of people that we necessarily, I don't want to say listen, that's a strong word.
No, absolutely, but it's important.
You get listen, that's where essentially listen, because there's 1, 2, 3 people that I'll really listen to and take into consideration, or that person that I'll go to in times where like I need some type of advice, or I'd be like, am I tripping? Like, I'll go to them like, was I wrong? And if they sit there and tell me like, yeah, then that's one person that I'll be like, yeah, okay, all right, you got me.
Yeah. No, I got that for sure.
Yeah.
I got that. My sister and my guy, they hold me accountable. Do I listen on when they telling me? No. It takes some time. Or you got to go through it. I'm really trying to escape my ego. Real shit. So in the moment, I have a hard time sometimes admitting to people when they're right. But I know already in my mind. I just gotta get past my ego. It's to say it out loud. Like in the moment, I literally know you're right. Just me admitting it gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to It's gonna take like a little hour, and I'm gonna come back and be like, you was right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like I'm not the person who's saying, not yet. I aspire to be, but I'm not the person that off rip. I'm like, I'm sorry, I could have done that better. So, would you say like prideful in a sense? In a sense. Yeah. It's deeper.
I don't want to put the toxic tag on it, but like,
no, it's just
cause do you drag out an argument knowing you're wrong? So say with your dude, do you drag out the argument even though you know he's right?
I don't be thinking he's right. I don't look at shit like that half of the time.
He gonna watch this, right? Okay, now.
This is why I'm saying it, because I don't be looking at shit as right or wrong when it comes to a lot of our problems. I look at shit as like, we have this like, I don't look at it as you're right or I'm wrong. When I'm trying to discuss a problem, I just want us to be like, okay, how can we fix that together?
Okay.
Because 9 times out of 10, you had a reason for doing what you did. I had a reason for doing what I did. You cannot invalidate my reason. And vice versa. So it might be toxic to some people, but to me it's just like, we are, especially in a partnership, it's not about right or wrong. This is a problem we have together. My problem is your problem. If I have an attitude problem, like if I keep having an attitude, that's your problem.
No, that's the one though. Like huh?
I said, this is profound.
No, she's right.
I feel enlightened.
She's right, bro, and I 100% agree with that, because so with my girl, I can't sit here and be like, I did nothing wrong if she's clearly upset, mad about something. She's expressing exactly what she's mad, what rubbed her. I can't sit here and just act like I did, like she's wrong.
Did some wild, like, I only think it's wrong now if I lost my self-control.
Yeah.
Now if I'm hitting you, I'm slamming shit, I'll say, baby, I ain't have to yell. Yeah. I ain't have to slam the door.
That's one thing I gotta work on. But I can't help the yelling. That's just.
We have kids. It's different.
I got a son, but he's only 8 months now. 8 months. So we still new, fresh.
Like,
he don't know none.
It's different whenever you do it and the kids see it and they react.
But I understand what you mean, because I've came from that environment growing up. Yeah. And you can feel the tension, the toxic, in the air. You can feel it in the air.
Woo!
So that's something, woo is right. So that's something that I'm definitely, as a dad now, as a new dad, is that I'm aware of and cognizant of and try to, prevent. It's like we don't have a lot of times where, especially because we're yin and yang. Yeah. I could be the hothead. She's the cool melatonin. Even when she is mad,
we're vice versa.
She's going to be the coolest, calm. He knows. She's not even going to raise her voice. Yeah. So that's why things never. That's why we work so well. She cools me down, basically.
That's important.
Yeah. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's how do you
22?
No. So
how old is he?
2-year-old, and then you have
He has a 5-year-old.
Okay. So a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old in the house. How is that?
My
little sister's 6. I kind of have an idea, but she's like a grown 6. She grew up around grown
my
kids.
dynamic's different. I'm like a stepmom. So that's different. I have to I'm just an intentional person, so I have to take her life into consideration. So I have to move according to what kid she needs me to be. And it's interesting to sometimes it's interesting having to be who you are for everybody, but almost a different person, because each kid is different in a sense. So learning how to parent them both differently, but be the same person. Yeah. Remain the same in your moral value, all of that. But I don't know, it's hard. It's a journey, and I'm still a kid myself. Yeah. I'm a big ass kid. I'm an instigator. Man, should be funny.
Well, that's the joy of having kids, though. It's like, that's fun to
but
me.
But then you realize how some shit might be detrimental. If I keep laughing at you, you not gonna understand this ain't no joke.
Yes, yeah.
But it's like, I'm not that serious of a person. To be like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to learn the difference between discipline and punishment.
So,
I don't know the difference. I feel like there should be a difference though. Punishment sounds a little more harsh than discipline.
So I saw a video like about this.
Yeah.
And this woman, her daughter, she drew on the mirror.
Okay.
And she said it took a lot out of her, but at first she like went to her level and like let her daughter explain what she drew and everything. Like she went into her world, and then afterwards, you know, when I get out, she told her like, okay, this nice and all, but you know this not where you do your artwork at, so you're gonna have to clean this up. So it was like she didn't punish her, she disciplined her.
She didn't react.
Yeah,
she explained to her, you know, because there's a lot of times. She didn't want to dim her daughter's creativity.
That's what I guess I do that in a sense.
Yeah.
It's just hard staying in that.
Yeah, and I'm a teacher, so I work right now. I started off working with middle school kids. I coach high school track, and now I'm primarily with K-2 right now.
Yeah.
So I've had that range. I've had almost every range of kid that you could possibly work with so far, and understanding that how to discipline the child, because and also separating I'm cool. I could be the cool teacher. I'll be the fun. Everybody love me. But they know what principles I stand on. They know what rules I'm not just going, like, there's certain things that they know that they just can't pull over me. Now there know there things that, because I'm a new age teacher, there's things that other teachers will be hell bent about that I just don't care. Yeah, I don't care about. I don't see it as that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But they know there's things that when I'm talking and I got everybody's attention, I expect everybody to shh. I don't want to hear nobody else talking when I'm talking.
Yeah.
They know I'm big on that. And so respect. They know that's one thing that I'm not going to bend on. So understanding, I've figured out, and I'm still learning how to balance that. Not a friend.
I was about to say,
never a friend.
Because that's my thing. Parent,
never
not
a friend.
But I'll find myself telling Junebug like, all right, mommy's not your friend.
Never.
And I'm like, wait, I'm not your friend.
It's weird though, because now me and my mom is best friends.
Yeah,
but
so that's the thing. It's like
we weren't friends then though. Me and my mom weren't. You know, you and whoever were y'all friends?
I can't explain it.
My mom, we used to be at odds sometimes.
We was definitely at odds sometimes, but it'd be like this. And I'm a girl.
Yeah.
So girls and moms are like besties.
Mm-hmm.
So we are besties half of the time.
Well,
and then we either enemies or besties.
Yeah, you're right. There is no in between. You are 100% right about that.
But you be like best friends, and then all of a sudden she's being a mom.
Yes, yeah.
And it's like, so me and my little kid here, I'll be like, I hate my mom sometimes because she will go. That's what I want to not do. Like I don't want to. I'm trying to really figure that out of like that switch.
I'm gonna call me and my mom talk to each other every Sunday because she live in North Carolina now.
Yeah.
So I call her every Sunday. I'm gonna talk to her and ask her, because now that I think about it, I've never felt like we were best friends as a kid, but I've always felt like we were extremely close. Like that was my ace boon. Like we used to always say that, but I've never looked at her as a friend. I never felt like we were best friends, but when I was able to transition from childhood to adulthood, it seamlessly became she's my best friend. Yeah. And that's all because of that relationship she built with me and that how close we were growing up. Absolutely. As a, you know what I mean? Now we're the best of friends, but growing up, I've never felt, and I want to know how because I think I came out pretty well, and my mom was one of those. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she don't play no. Yeah, she get. So I when I talk to her tomorrow, I'm gonna ask her that. Now I got something to talk to her about because it's interesting. Yeah, It's a hard thing to balance.
To do with I think like when you're in a certain, because I just remember I watched my mom go through stuff, and I think that sometimes it's easier for you to be, this sounds wild when I say it out loud, sometimes it's easier to be a friend than a parent.
Yup. 100%.
And I'll say that coming from myself. But I also think that I witnessed my mom go through stuff in a sense where it may have been easier to be my friend than to be my parent. Because there's a level of, I don't know, a word between, like not a